This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Fatal shooting of JLP councillor caretaker could be contract hit, says police. Police were on the scene of the fatal shooting of Jamaica Labour Party councillor caretaker Lennox Hines have theorized that he was a victim of a contract killing. Commanding officer for the St. Andrew South Police Division, Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, made the revelation to the news. It is still very early, but from the modus operandi of the men, it seems to be that the individual was deliberately targeted, and this would fit into something of a contract hit, Superintendent Ricketts said. Police confirmed that Hines, who was also a motor vehicle examiner, was killed under a bridge along Marcus Garvey Drive in St. Andrew about 5 p.m. on Thursday. It was just after 5 p.m. this afternoon. A Jamaican male was traveling home from work. He had his daughter and another female co-worker. When on reaching this intersection, they were attacked by men riding on a motorcycle. 2 people were shot and injured, one of whom would have succumbed so far, Superintendent Ricketts added. The incident caused the backup of traffic along the thoroughfare, forcing police to issue an advisory for motorists to divert from the area. Hines was charged by police in 2007 with murder following the killing of a man and injuring of 2 other people in Portmore in 2007. The incident occurred during the run-up to the 2007 general elections. Jamaican man charged with sexually assaulting underage girls in Canada. A Manchester man is being held in police custody in Norfolk County, Canada, after he allegedly molested 2 girls last year. Dwayne Omar Henry, 33, was charged on May 19 with 2 counts of sexual assault on a person under 16 years of age and 2 counts of sexual interference. A report from Norfolk Today on Thursday alleged that the girls were at a swimming pond on William Street, Delhi on May 27, 2021, when 3 men, including Henry, approached. While 2 of them swam in the water, the 3rd man allegedly molested the 2 girls. Following a year-long probe, Henry was arrested and charged. The report did not state whether the Jamaican had yet made a court appearance. Police name person of interest in connection to multiple murders. The St. Andrew South Police have named the 28-year-old Saron Clark, otherwise called Simon, of Westport Avenue, Kingston 11, as a person of interest in 3 murders which occurred earlier this month. The police reported that Clark is wanted in connection with the murder of Damian White, committed on Friday, May 6, 2022, about 2:45 p.m. at a tire shop in Riverton City, Kingston 11. The murder of Kino Gonzalez, otherwise called Indian, which was committed on Monday, May 16, 2022, about 7 p.m. along a dirt track in the same community, and the murder of Kwam Esuman, otherwise called Esu, which was committed on Wednesday, May 18, 2022, about 7:45 p.m. on Ferguson Drive, also in Riverton City, Kingston 11. The police added that on Wednesday, April 20, 2022, after witnesses failed to appear before the court, prosecutors entered a nolle prosequi in 3 other murder cases for which Clark was before the court. Since the release of Clark from custody, there has been an upsurge in murders, shootings, and reports of extortion in and around the Riverton and the Kingston 11 area, the police said. Clark is being asked to turn himself into the Hunts Bay Police by 12 midday on Friday, May 27, 2022 for questioning. The public is also being asked to assist with any information that can assist the police in locating him. 48-hour curfew for Norwood, Mount Salem. A 48-hour curfew will be imposed in the Norwood and Mount Salem zones of special operations in St. James, effective Friday, May 27 at 7 p.m. until Sunday at 7 p.m. Deputy Superintendent of Police Ainsley McCarthy, ground commander for the ZOSO, said this is in light of recent developments in and outside the zones of special operations, which has implications for the zones of special operations. Residents will be allowed to attend church services, work, and do other chores, but are reminded to walk with a form of photo identification. McCarthy said no parties, wake, or other public gatherings apart from church services will be entertained during this period. In the Klansmen gang trial case against the alleged gang leader's brother, unsubstantiated, says lawyer. Defense lawyers representing the brother of alleged gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan have asked the court to acquit him, arguing that the Crown has not presented any evidence linking him to the gang other than his blood relation to the alleged Don. Anna K. Kelly, who along with Shannon Clark are representing Kevon Green, argued yesterday morning in her no-case submission that the Crown has not presented any substantial evidence to ground any of 3 charges against her client, which includes being a part of a criminal organization. The attorney said that the Crown's 2 main witnesses had provided insufficient evidence to prove that he was a member of the alleged gang. Further, she argued that neither of the 2 ex-gangsters had assisted the prosecution in advancing its case against Green, citing that they could not provide any details of his role in the gang or what criminal offense he had assisted the alleged gang in committing. One of the ex-gangsters, she said, barely mentioned his name outside of saying he was Blackman's brother, and she noted that the other witness had pointed out that he had never seen him giving any orders or being involved in any criminal acts, and that Blackman had indicated that he did not want his brother being involved too deeply in the gang. According to the lawyer, the prosecution has failed to fulfill the elements that are required to prove the count on the indictment, as it had not demonstrated any evidence to show how Green had facilitated the commission of any criminal offense with the alleged gang, provided a benefit to the gang, or had knowingly concealed or shared in the gang proceeds, or had provided any document indicating that he was a member or given any affirmation of his membership. Kelly further submitted that there was no independent evidence besides testimony from the 2 main witnesses to corroborate and to substantiate the charges against her client. She told Chief Justice Brian Sykes that it would be manifestly unsafe for a jury to convict her client based on the evidence presented, and asked that he ruled in favor of no-case submission. Meanwhile, attorney-at-law Lloyd McFarlane, who is representing Bryan in his submission, asked the court to find that the Crown did not ground its case against the defendant in respect to the alleged murder of a man at a hardware in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. McFarlane argued that the Crown has not presented enough evidence to establish that the man had died. In the meantime, the attorney, while noting that his client is indicted for 17 of the 25 counts, thanks the Crown for conceding 4 of the other counts which he had intended to challenge. Bryan and the 32 others were initially charged on the indictment for being a part of a criminal organization. However, 4 of the male defendants were yesterday morning freed due to insufficient evidence. Judge says no to giving back Shabdon's passport. A judge on Tuesday shut down an attempt by Donahue Martin, the attorney representing local music producer Shabdon, to have his client's passport returned. Shabdon, whose given name is Linval Thompson, is charged with breaching the Corruption Prevention Act following his arrest last October. It is alleged that he offered $2 million to a cop to remove an illegal firearm from his gray Mercedes-Benz motorcar before it was searched by investigators. Thompson, 31, is currently on $450,000 bail with at least 2 sureties. He was ordered to surrender his travel documents, and a stop order was imposed. He was also ordered to report to the police 3 times a week. Martin told the senior parish judge Lorraine Cole Montague in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court that because of the nature of his work arrangements, his client needed his physical passport even if he is not traveling. Even if I am to come and make an application for him to travel for work, sometimes the physical document is needed to apply for certain things, Martin said, such as the judge asked. Martin shared that the passport was needed for applying for work permits or in the event Thompson was applying to an overseas embassy. But I don't think he should be contemplating traveling in the near future. Tell me what he wants to apply for with the passport. What is his profession, counsel? Cole Montague quizzed. He is in the field of entertainment. He is a celebrated music producer. Your Honor, as indicated, any activity with an embassy, to even apply for a work permit, Your Honor, you need a physical document, Martin replied. But he is not going overseas, and I am not going to give him any false hope. You know me. I don't do that, the senior judge replied. Martin said he would take his seat quietly, intending to engage the senior judge at another time. All the best with that, she said. Meanwhile, a statement remains outstanding from the Scene of Crime Division, as it is alleged by the Defense Counsel on the client's instructions that a weapon was discharged which caused the damage to Thompson's vehicle. However, the investigating officer involved shared that he was not aware of the vehicle being searched by a Scene of Crime unit and maintained that the search was conducted by the Caribbean Search Center, and a report is submitted to the prosecutor in court on Tuesday. The matter was adjourned until June 9 to allow the investigating officer time to make checks on the new allegations and for the case file to be completed. The allegations are that on October 14, 2021, police intercepted Thompson and Romario Scott during a vehicular stop and a search in Old Harbor, St. Catherine. The police were looking for two suspects who their intelligence indicated were conspiring to carry out a murder. The court heard that the police believed that a firearm was hidden in the vehicle. The following day, Thompson was inside the Criminal Investigations Office in the company of the complainant, a policeman, when he allegedly offered the $2 million to remove an object from his motor vehicle before it was to be searched. The gun was reportedly stolen from the Atlanta Police Department in the U.S. in 2018. Thompson was freed of illegal firearm and ammunition charges in the gun court in April. However, Scott was sentenced to 6 years and a month for illegal possession of firearm and 4 years and a month for illegal possession of ammunition. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.